Again, some news from our Making More Helath Insights week in India, where now we could restart our leadership weeks. Today we have been in our tribal villages and we had some interactions with them. And after that, we had also a chance to go to a middle school where we could also meet some students, and we also did some interactions. Can you describe a little bit, Eduardo, what kind of interaction these were and why you personally think this was a benefit for you or created somehow an insight to you?
Oh, absolutely. Thank you. Thank you. Well, so the first experience that we had was in the tribal village. And it was great to see how a group of different families within the same community can live with sustainability, but also at the same time starting to be vulnerable to problems that any community in the world also faces. It was extremely pleasant to see how we were well received and how they are pleased with the presence of people that want to know more about them, because they really feel respected and proud of the culture they had. Also, after that we went to the primary school.
It was middle school?
Middle school, yes, as you mentioned. And it was so interesting to see how impactful it can be to do games with children, talking about hygiene, washing hands, better use of toilets, and knowing also that these children will take these learnings home and will also multiply that not only with their siblings but with their parents and other family members. So it was extremely great to see how happy they were, how we could play together on musical chairs and throwing things on targets that were preventing us to wash our hands. So it was extremely helpful and very insightful, and thank you for that.
What do you take back to work out of that?
So yeah, that's a good question. What I take back to work is that there are so many simple solutions within communities that sometimes we are so focused on processes, on our day-to-day, on business, and when we start getting insights from simple things, from communities that can have with low resources, that can have solutions for their problems, I think it's very important and very interesting for us as an insight to start not just getting dependent on additional or external resources, but also looking at ourselves and say, what else can we do with what we have in hands? And they can do many things with that.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.